it's hard when you're fighting for the world heavyweight title. It's a bit different context to someone coming up to you in a bar and someone who's not relevant. These two guys know in a few months when they've done that, they've got to go and have a fight and they're fighting for the world title. And there's a little bit of jostling there, a little bit of body language and mind games going on. And someone's saying that you can't intimidate me, you come over to me, I'm gonna do this and do that. It's very hard to keep your cool, but I think Joshua did it in a way where he did keep his cool. I know he stood up, but he done it in a menacing, intimidating way. And fair play to Dubois, he didn't back down either. So it's the nature and part and parcel of being a heavyweight boxer fighting for the world title. You're gonna get a bit of testosterone pumping, aren't you?
Yes, 100. So yeah, Danny Whitaker. How was that fight?
Yeah, that was the fight in the Matchroom Garden.
It was an open atmosphere.
Really good atmosphere.
Different.
Really good. That was my third fight, and that was that round 2 knockout, I think it was.
Yeah, round 2, 1 minute 50
overhand
seconds
right.
left.
That was good. Really local to me, but 10, 15 minutes away in Brentwood. So, yeah, really good event and a once in a lifetime place to box. You know.
Yeah, it looked good.
Really good. You see the garden before it's all done up, and then you see all the stuff in it for the arena, and it looks amazing. It looks like a proper stadium sort of vibe. So it was really good.
You got Gabriel
Nguema. Yeah, he was tough. He was a Spanish heavyweight champion, but it was also tough because I broke my hand in the changing room and cut my eye in the first 30 seconds. Oh, but it would have been a tough test anyway. Yeah. Probably something I didn't need at that stage of my career.
How did you fight with a broken hand?
I was trying to land if you look at that fight back, I'm trying to wing the shots over the top. I couldn't really land on this knuckle. I splintered my metacarpal bone here. Okay. And it was an overuse injury. I really felt it before the fight, but I cracked it even more during the warm-up on the pads. So looking back now, I could have handled it better, jabbed a bit more, but obviously I spoke to you about feeling tense, feeling anxious, and that plays a big role. And probably a fight I didn't need at that stage of my career, being my 5th fight. Sold 2,500 tickets at Ali Pali. Someone like a Michael Rising or Torero would have been a good fit for that fight, but it's all experience in the bank. And looking back now, long term, it's put me in a better position because I've been in a situation of high pressure where things aren't going my way, you know. And I still won every round.
I mean, that's six rounds, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You did on that one. That's one of your longest fights?
Yeah, that was my second longest fight behind the Armstrong fight, which went 7 rounds.
How important is it to get them rounds in? Obviously, you want to make a statement, and you've actually, come out, especially, the last fight, Babik, 36 seconds. Boy, I was watching that.
36.
Just sitting there watching that. Bosh.
Done
and then when he come up, it was a funny dance, and it was like, it's all over, mate.
Well, the ref done very well to stop that fight, but you need to get rounds under your belt. Yes. But if you get them out of there, it's a bonus. But in long-term thinking, getting rounds under the belt is very, very important. And someone who I'm contracted to fight next, who we've organised with, is Rudenko, and he's proven at the top level to get rounds in. He fought Zili Zhang, couldn't stop him. Hughie Fury couldn't stop him. Povetkin couldn't stop him. So some very, very big names.
Are you looking to make a statement 24th of August?
Well, the thing is now the 24th of August fight is off because Jack Catchall, the main event, has broke his ribs. Okay. So we're just in the process of reorganising that fight in the next month or 2.
Rudenko's not a joke.
No, he's not a joke at all.
44 fights, 36 wins.
My most experienced opponent so far.
22 knockouts.
Yeah.
I only lost 7, and that's not a lot compared to.
And the people that he's lost to are the Hughie Furies, Alexander Povetkins, Jared Anderson, who's the hottest prospect in heavyweight boxing right now. So it would be I'm not so much looking to make a statement. I'm just looking to win. Winning is all that matters. And if I get 10 rounds under my belt fighting him, so be it. That's what I need.
What do you think of Hughie Fury? I mean, he's like that heavyweight that he was very young coming on the heavyweight scene. And then, his dad, Pete Sals, said that he had a bit of acne, and then there was certain things troubling him. Then he took I think he took a loss, and then he disappeared for a couple of years. Now he's coming back, Hughie
Fury is a really good fighter, technically very good, awkward, big man, 6'6". I sparred him when I first turned professional.
Does he have power?
Yes, he does.
It doesn't look like he has that finishing power.
Yeah, he's not maybe not the power of a Daniel Dubois or Anthony Joshua, but any man over 14 stone 4, which is the cruiserweight limit, can seriously punch. And it's a big unit, lots of experience, great coach in Peter Fury, and he's still a force to be reckoned with. and it's going to be interesting to see how he comes back. Very nice man as well. He looked after me when I came for sparring in Congleton, it's called, near Manchester.
Is there a difference in levels between when sparring Tyson Fury and Hughie Fury?
Yeah. Tyson Fury is obviously mixed at the elite top level, but Hughie Fury's fought Joe Parker, Povetkin. I think he drew with Povetkin, if I remember. Was that Michael Hunter? But he still fought at the top level. But yeah, Tyson Fury is the top 1, top 2, top 3 guys in the world.
Mm-hmm. Well, also you've been tipped top 10 in UK.
Yep, I'm number 9 now.
Yeah.
I looked yesterday, so I'll keep an eye on it. But listen, it's just a nice little thing to be in their names. So I'm not saying I'm an amazing fighter, but it's a great little achievement to be in the top 10 in the UK.
So Johnny, let's talk about some fight predictions. You got AJ versus Triple D. You know, from where I'm sitting as an amateur, I'm thinking AJ is the top dog. He's got all the experience behind him. He's been for world title fights already. He looks athletically there. And I'm looking at Triple D, where, I think Joe Joyce beat him, didn't he?
Yeah, he did back in a few years back.
Yeah,
now.
and people said he quit. But obviously, you got to say, Triple D is quite young.
He's only a year older than me.
Yeah, he's 26. And he's a young, hungry
lion.
And
he can whack. He can seriously punch.
You've sparred with him.
He's the hardest person I've ever been punched by.
Really?
Ever. And his jab is like a right hand when it hits you.
Really?
It is unbelievable power. He punches like an absolute horse. He's a massive, massive puncher. Really nice guy as well when you see him outside of the ring. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I too would favour Joshua because of the experience of the level he's at. But Dubois fought Usyk now, and a lot of people thought Dubois beat Usyk with that body shot. Yeah. I think it was when I looked at it initially, I thought, what a great shot. But he's mixed it. He's on a good run. He's beat Jarrell Miller. He's beat Filip Hrgovic. I was sparring in Texas, who's probably the most technically gifted fighter I've ever been in with.
What does that mean?
Technically gifted. The punch repertoire, where he throws his shots from, his ability to read his opponent, the footwork, the skill in the mind, and knowing how to break people down. He was fantastic. And I just think, I spoke to him after the fight, and he overtrained and he was ill in the build-up to that fight, because I really expected him to do a good job against Daniel Dubois. Yeah. As hard as Daniel Dubois hits, the way he was sparring Hrgovic, he looked unbelievable, but probably peaked a bit too soon. That was about 4 weeks out. But coming back to Dubois and AJ, I would favour AJ, but as Ben Davison, AJ's coach, has said, this is heavyweight boxing, and Dubois can seriously whack, and he's proved in his mettle. I know a lot of people said he quit against Joe Joyce, but I'd like to see a lot of people deal with a broken eye socket and their eyeball rolling about in their head and see how they would feel. But
what would you do in that situation?
Don't know. Never been there.
Would you lose on your shield, as they say, or?
You'd like to think you would, but you've got a great corner team. I don't think his corner team are giving him any help. I would communicate to the corner that my eye socket's gone, I've broken it, and they'd ask me. I know what Mark to do. Say, can you go on? Can you carry on? I'll give you one more round. And I'd like to think in my heart that I could say, yeah, I'll go on one more round. But until I've been in that situation, I don't know. And Dubois could have been like that. I think he could have been like that from round 3, round 4. His eye was getting smashed, and Joe Joyce has got a brilliant jab. Sparred loads of times with him.
Solid.
But Dubois proven his mettle, fighting Jarrell Miller, come through a corner there. Dubois, when he fought Hrgovic, round 1, round 2, was getting absolutely smashed with right hands and just came through and bludgeoned Hrgovic in the end. So he's proven his mettle, and it's not going to be an easy night's work for Joshua. It's going to be a great fight.
We had Spencer Fear on here a few weeks ago.
Good man.
And he said to me that I seen Joshua in camp. Joshua looks like he's just refining what he needs to do. And Triple D's had a new coach come on board, which is trying to strip him back and try and get him ready. And he thinks it's a little bit too soon.
Who?
Triple D.
For Triple D.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's fought. He probably. I agree that Joshua is the favourite, but he's mixed with the top guys. Usyk's the best in the division, and he's fought Usyk, and he's fought Jarrell Miller. He's fought Joe Joyce now, albeit a loss, and fought Hrgovic. Where else is there to go other than if you get a shot at the world title, you might as well ever go again.
How does Triple D win against AJ?
Joshua obviously has got the history of people, the stigma around him of, he can't take a punch. Obviously, you're a heavyweight, you get hit by one of these elite guys, you're going to feel it. I don't think it's that, but it will be playing on his mind that Dubois is a massive puncher, He's just got to bring the fight to Anthony Joshua. He's got to take a few risks in an educated way, and be the aggressor in the fight, not sit back too much. And Dubois got brilliant feet. He comes in a few inches in range, few inches out, and he's very good at counter right hands. If you just lean in a bit too much over your front foot, he will sting you with that backhand. And it never drops me, but it will shake you to your boots if it hits you.